Alright. Alright, we are live. So, as the title suggests, we're just continuing from yesterday, which is Lantern Ride stuff and desert exploration. I did do some desert exploration off stream. I mainly did is I grabbed some chests, grabbed some dumb Miraculous. There's some small puzzles I did. I don't think anything that was like too major, in my humble opinion. And then let's see. I leveled my Alhaitham and Yalya both to 70. And yeah, I essentially locked all the all the waypoints that's public on the map. There's probably some that's like maybe hidden, where you have to do the quest before you unlock more. But that's about it, really. So let's get right into it. Show the screen ever so slowly, and flashbang. Oh yeah, reminder. If you have, this is probably what I'm doing as we speak right now. Prime Gaming has Genshin stuff right now, so if you got Prime, use it. And at 7th. Because I think it recently refreshed, because this is like the 3rd of 8 for the Genshin one. Right, let's get this. Oh, let's do this later. What I am doing is this. Not that. I should also mention, claim your daily login. Which now I'm going to be permanently 1 day behind, because I've already used up my 3 makeups. Which isn't too bad, because honestly, all I'm missing out is 5,000 more. Yeah, nothing too bad, honestly speaking.
If you press a leaf between
Let's see, today is Saturday. You know what? You'll get some rare footage, because usually I do this on my own time. But let's get our weekly bosses down, which is, where is it? I am blind. Here it is. Yeah. looking more. Sorry, my mind's not gonna lie, a bit slow right now. Just a tad bit slow. Cause like, I just change, forget that every time I enter the domain I can change.
Let it be known that divinity is mine!
This way through the level.
Sure!
Wings of darkness. Hold the line. Nowhere to hide. Incoming.
Insignificant pest!
Don't blink.
I forgot to refresh the code.
By royal speed of light. Hey!
Frames.
My endless cycle begins!
Torrent, bring refuge! Foresight brings victory.
I just felt that.
Rest and rebuild! Growl! Don't blink!
I am the all-knowing God!
Alright, went frame rate on that one.
Kneel!
Allow me!
Burn to oblivion! Kneel!
Yes, God.
Reality is pain!
Here it is.
Hold the line!
Kneel! Good riddance, cruel world.
I'm so far from the center.
Let's move out.
No, sucks here. It's the only way I reach these is by chopping.
Not possible.
This way through the level. Make yourselves at home.
As you wish, me.
Rest and rebuild. Cut to the chase.
I can't lose it all again.
I needed those actually. See, this was for Wanderer. That's what those mats for. Now think about, I don't know. I know what Alhaitham's mats are. It's like the one that looks like a vision, but I don't know what Yao Yao's talent mats are. Alright, before we go somewhere, since we're ordering somewhere, let's just do the dailies. Majority in the desert this time. It is south. Why is it? This domain has to be all the way up here. And I was about to say he really isolated himself there. He just went back. Oh, that was such a confrontation. Actually, now I think, wasn't there like... Yeah, TP, that was right next to it. Things with these commissions, I always like think is there a hidden essentially is there a hidden achievement for getting it wrong? Because I know some commissions do, but it's like you don't know unless you
It's
like
so
look it up.
hot. Even a mist flower
just
would
like,
melt
you
in
know,
this heat.
Do it.
Now that I think about it, it wouldn't. But you'll get what I mean. Oh.
I need to touch ground. But no, I have.
Keep up.
Oops. I was mashing T as if that was my jump button. Honestly, why did they even have that one stretch right there?
Can't see. Let's nip that in the bud. Ha!
Oops, missed.
Sa! Whom?
Don't be scared. Not now. Uruguay, you're up! Go get it, Uruguay! Ha! Yeah!
In shroud! Sa! Ha!
Defract! Here you are.
My guiding star!
Can't see.
Other like his E cooldown is so long.
Don't be scared!
And where am I going? Down here? Ormos? Ormos. Hey, if you select him, are you just locked into him? Did they show you the other option? I think you're actually locked. I mean, to be fair, I did do the cheaper one last time I had this commission. And I think the cheaper one is technically over here. So much for just looking at that person first. Oh, here's Brutus. Alright, if I miss out on the commission, I miss out. I should mark this, but I am literally out of pins. Literally out of map pins. Actually, we're not going to directly to Leva. So let's just claim over here. The way I do my weekly bosses is yes, I've stopped doing like all of them a long time ago. So I just like stuck to just doing 3. Because realistically speaking, unless you really want to try your luck with weapon bullets, I'd rather use my resin elsewhere.
Ad Astra.
'Cause,
Thank
like,
you for completing.
At some point, you're all the boss materials, like
Ad
you don't need
Astra.
any more of it. Because as far as it seems, they are not releasing any new character that will require the old weekly boss materials. Which is, I think, is a bit of a shame in some senses, because like there's like some bosses that you literally only go to that boss for one character essentially. For example, I think like the Inka Nomiya boss. No, actually no. I am thinking of a different perspective entirely, honestly. So let's get words fail me right now. But yeah, I was trying to make a reasoning for weekly bosses, and then end up thinking about just the world bosses, because I need to like get some energy. But I do think it's a shame, like some of the weekly bosses just has like very, very little amount of characters it's specifically for. Because like I said, I believe the Inka Nomiya boss is only for Shenhe. So it's like, and there's honestly, unless you really love like the feeling, or you've missed out on something, you usually don't go back to Inka Nomiya after like doing the majority of the stuff there. Actually, let's get you out.
Odds revealed. Growl.
While we're here, let's just. Someday, I'm gonna beat La Senora without her going to the Pyro Tornado phase. Because there's a couple times where I got close. Got very close. Specifically with this comp. I find that this comp, like, damage over time wise does better than my international comp.
You're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice?
Committed to memory. Growl. Incoming. With sword comes shadow. Hey! Speed of light.
Into the frozen void.
Yeah! I summon thee!
I always just wait for him to
This may turn a little. The Temple of Wisdom! Yeah! Midnight, Fantastic! Hold the line! Don't blink! Nowhere to hide!
I think what kills me the most is just
Hey! Speed of light!
Embrace your searing reckoning.
Wings of darkness! Come, sever Don't blink! Get to the chase!
Okay, I can't just dance.
Who dares call me
Committed to
a
memory!
witch?
Rest and revamp! By royal decree! Speed of light! Hey!
I never asked for redemption. Never.
Alright. Let's see, 5-star crystal cryo chunk. It is clearly asking me to 5-star my Chi-Chi smile. And then good HP comp. Well, debatable, it's like. Is my international have energy right now? Not everyone. Oh, certainly not everyone.
Boba, get them!
Let's light it up.
Nice and spicy!
Alright, well, that's certainly enough.
Yeah. Ja. Ja.
Alright. Honestly though, I should look to improve my Tartaric. Because there's certainly some artifact pieces that could be heavily improved. Not gonna lie.
Strike dead.
Clouds high. The birds call.
The wind melts me.
Yes! I was really looking for the Hydro Swirl.
Right here!
You can run, but you can't hide.
Absurd. The eye sweeps the land.
Wind strider.
Let's light it up.
Everybody stand back!
Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Faster.
Time to go. Wind strider.
As one with wind and cloud.
This bond is eternal.
Riptide.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Eat this!
In spirit.
Clouds high.
The birds call.
Witness the final calamity.
Yeah. Who's next?
At the right hip!
Yeah. Adventure time. In spirit. Perish.
One with wind and cloud.
You're toast!
You can run, but you can't hide. Yeah.
Only
Bring it on.
emptiness awaits.
Alright. I need to turn on some lights. Oops. Alright, what do we want? 320 shivers. How far am I? Oh yeah, I need to clean this. Oh, that's a rather elegant one. Oh, never mind, yeah, my Yao Yao is not at 1760. Alright then. To the Dendrohypostasis it is. So yeah. I'll see the dendrohypostasis reflects the pyrohypostasis. This is designed in the sense that you really need to, you really can't realistically, oh, I think you could beat the pyrohypostasis with a hydro, but man, you're in for a slog. But for the dendro, I'm pretty sure you cannot beat this boss without dendro.
Don't blink! Speed of light, nowhere to hide.
Is that my head?
Yeah.
The sliver. And he goes 261.
Don't blink. Grill. Yeah.
Fun fact, those things can actually...
Incoming.
I think it's where I got them both all aggravated. But yeah, those like corrupted dendro things it shoots out, it actually can just like get rid of the dendro you're using to purify. Which is annoying at times, admittedly. But it's... Yeah, I also think Wanders is very nice as well. There's this lot. I find it kind of weird. Cause like this, like, cause what it seems like is that this still takes a few days to unlock, but like the entire like story of it is like could be already be finished right now. At least it's what it appears to be from some of the things I've seen on Twitter. But yeah, as you can see, all like the ones you can see on the map, all of those teleporters collected. I haven't gone too hard into it because it's probably going to require the world quest here, as well as the there's probably one dealing with Al Haytham's quest. From there, yeah. I think I'm gonna use just all the Leo events that's available right now. Sorry, Lantern Run events. We'll do those. Interesting spot. Yeah, we'll do those. Get down to doing quests, because I actually do think, was it yesterday or today, is like technically the Lantern Festival? I could just be wrong entirely. Not gonna lie, source I made it up. But I think it was. Oh man, it's been such a long time since I've been to this part of the map. Because honestly, I think the last time I was here was on ironically, I want to say it was like Starbucks. Oh no, the last time I was here is the time, the times when I ironically needed to farm Abyssal Mage's materials, and that is such far back ago. It's T right. It's not TZ. Mistakes. I need to remember. Because like these things actually just like force you on your wing glider. Fitting. Right into the next events. See how long can leap from upper to lower gaps. Okay. I really need to hotkey mute button. But yeah, I just like these. Alright, lock, flip, fine. Yeah, I think this is fairly simple. This forward, to move switch like this. Lock, move. These two lock. So he's just gonna hit here. So is there a point of moving this here? Bounce back. I think I see. Yeah. I have to say something. Come on. The mushroom jellies are a harder puzzle than this. Let's see, block. So you're forced to go left anyway. I see. Then from here, the one that takes the most time is actually Beidou's. I just not. You just have to TP close by. You know, at least let's put something in theory. In theory, the team would look like. You know, let me just copy and paste from what I've seen before. So it would be Nahida, Xingqiu, where's Kuki?
Chivalry will never die.
So essentially this is the Hyper Bloom comp. That's for an Aggravate comp. I think Aggravate you just play Xingqiu with Fischl. I guess technically the term I'm looking for is spread.
One taste of my hammer job.
A process of elimination. Flicker.
All the spreading is coming from the campfire. Anything else? Nope. extra sure.
Everyone hold hands. Stand with me.
Rain Cutter, body and mind. Time to act.
Here you are.
I decided why use Xingqiu, because like the enemies aren't like beefy enough to warrant this amount of commitment. Alright, near the chasm now.
Committed to memory.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Rain outlines your fate.
Dissipate.
Scatter.
Oh no, I think it's better if I eat it. The cooldown is so long.
Flicker.
Like, it's better to Q than E, just to start the cooldown. And then charge attack for the other one, which goes a 12-second cooldown. Yeah, truly just 3. Alright, time to go to the Cutthroat world. Accepto. I think I literally have not seen the other one. The one with like all the lanterns. Ah, for once I'm not top right. Wow, this is just in a row. Just a bit more. I'm fortunate no one shot that. Though I don't know. What was that? I am being cut out of my coins. Terrible performance so far, not the one. Ah, that's what's been pushing me. There's just random waves there. That damage to me on the inside. I need to remember to be using these, because like those items aren't automatic. You actually have to press them. No, that you do get damage in the center. Because clearly he did. I got really cool. Speed boost. Ooh, that's just speed boost in the mushroom sense. Honestly, better than my last performances because I always just like die at some point. One more time. Uno más.
Going out on a rainy day is the worst.
Alright, finally got the Jack Lantern ones. It's like oh, don't push me through there. Alright, he's got that. Can't see. Alright, no. Let's try to trick it real cool. I guess I'll just take my time. This is a dash. Oh, it's a shoot. Bro. Why? Bro, the little spawn right after. Alright, I was looking at the reminder text, and it said different colors, so I was like, am I doing this wrong? But no, it was just different colors damage. Safe. Alright. 800. that is all the side events done. Pretty sure. Have more fireworks. Crown. You know, as you can see here, I've yet to use any of my crowns. And to that I will say someday. Someday. Because honestly, it's like, I don't feel much pressure to use crowns, because you don't really know, it's really only for your favorite characters. It's just like, I also kind of don't want to grind to the point where I'm able to use crowns. Alright, onward and upward. Is this one? Yes. Is where? Let me press V. Oh. Wait until the appointed time. 2
Book
days
learning
later.
alone is not enough to...
In that case, do you want to take a sweet time? I kind of want to take my sweet time, so let's explore just a tad bit more.
Curses. There's sand in my shoes.
Is this one of the Abyss things? No. Sorry, not Abyss, Jin. Wait, no. Random material out in the open. Take. Oh, there's a long I have to switch to the preferred explorer.
Our bond is strong.
Ooh, I almost died.
Off we go. Let's light it up.
My guy. Literal height differential. Still one over here. Yeah.
Even better than I imagined. It's my lucky day.
And there is one of the hourglass things. you know, waking up the entire hill tree.
It's a miracle!
Yes.
Adventure time!
How much Dendroculus do I need to rank up the statue 7?
Off we go!
This may hurt a little. Oz, reveal Vice.
Let's light it up!
Almost ran off the cliff. Alright, does not work to hit the back.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Make yourselves at home.
Wretched vermin!
I'm going in!
That, sir, is why you prefer shield as well.
Find anything you like? I see everything. By royal decree.
Too slow.
Oh, okay, over here. Oh, and apparently got some of the new music. I'll leave you to your quicksand deal. Oh, it's this. And it continues to hurt me. Why? Because I see like the
Quit following
square
me.
pyramid that you're supposed to put here. It's on the other side of an invisible wall that I have no idea where to get. Let me get
Grow!
I teleports over here. Where's this thing?
Quit following me.
Oh, whatever. It hurts. Yeah, there's like an invisible wall here. And it's like, I don't see a way.
Too slow.
I guess it was just that.
Take it and
I just
have
never
fun.
rotated that part.
Take it and have fun.
Alright. Easy secures chest.
Too slow.
Alright, free salmon. Free fish. I think I did do this one. Yeah, I did. It's the other one is over here, I want to say.
Quit following me. Too slow.
I think, would they ever enter that?
Behold! Upon the gale.
I guessed it. Oh, never mind. It was just that. I thought there was one more behind that one.
What trinkets lie veiled within this desolate plain?
Yeah, I don't think I've entered this one. Alright. No. It's probably dealing with the world quest. And that one's right there. Make sure I don't lose that one.
Too slow. Too slow. Quit following me.
Mark. Oh, they're all just behind me. Well, let me finish
Too slow.
this first.
Quit following.
Committed to memory.
Hit the 3 foul. How far is this going? How far?
A new punching bag.
Alright,
Take it and have
if you
fun.
want to follow me towards the... I forget what the green chests are called, but this chest. You may...
Following orders.
Everyone hold hands. Oz reveal by
The wind rises.
Remarkable. That's what they're called.
You even want this?
Grow. Committed to memory.
Like the E button. Not the E button. Like the one button. Who's this? EE? And all that username makes me think of is Smash.
Let's light it up!
Where's the other one? All the way over here. Lasted just enough.
It's a miracle!
Also, there's one up. Yep.
Squall and Fury.
One little snag.
The wind rises.
Take it and have fun.
Quit following me.
I might as well do this. Oops. Oh. Alright, they're all on top somewhere. Noted. Turn this off. Turn that one off. Turn this on. And turn this one on. Back up.
Cry out my illustrious name.
Both below, all below. Alright,
I see everything.
Too slow.
That's all. At least it should be all of them.
Squall and Fury.
You even want this?
Then there's honestly just one more desert sand puzzle somewhere. Is it the other side? Okay, never mind. It's just that side maybe.
Behold!
I already did that one.
The wind rises.
Why is it? Oh. It just told me to unlock the Al Haytham story quest. Which I will not do. Because, let's face facts. The thing requiring store key is kind of archaic. It's like, because you will always have store quests. Well, not even store quests. You limit it to 3 story keys. Like, as long as you keep the content inside. But I'd rather not inadvertently start it like I did a couple times before with other story quests.
No more words.
Excuse me. Come through.
I will end you. Too slow.
Oh, this one I've done.
Squall and Fury. Quit following me.
1, 2. We can't see that one without the Jin thing, and I don't know how exactly that works. C. K.
Behold!
Oh, I didn't really hit that. Alright, no mats. See. Honestly, with that, you can just like brute force this one.
Cry out my illustrious name. Huh?
Has it been 2 days yet? Alright, it'll have to be tomorrow, quotation marks. tomorrow.
By royal decree,
The wind rises. Squall and fury.
Oops, I don't know. But this looks sus.
Off we go. Happy to
Well,
oblige.
there you go. How's this? Cloud fire, you know? Looks like it.
this may turn a little. Committed to odds reveal.
You're coming as foretold.
Boom, boom. Same as every other one of these.
Everybody stand back.
Eternal oasis.
The wind rises.
Well, apparently you need to do this to unlock that one's over there.
Take it and have fun.
Alright, you're just doing one of every one of those types of guys.
You are not welcome here.
Huh? I'm going in.
Grow.
Behold!
How amusing.
According to the chest.
Falls.
Take it and have fun.
Give me one for this one. There it is. And it's the common.
Time to go to work.
So there's only luxury.
Committed to memory.
This is for one.
By royal decree.
Squall and fury.
Now you're testing.
Some target practice.
Like the star.
Goodbye. But we'll meet again.
I just noticed my wander is very low right now.
Unnecessary.
Do I really need to be here to like spawn? Yes, I actually do need to be there to spawn those. Alright, we got another.
Let's light it up. Adventure time.
Teamwork is dreamwork. This may turn a little. The Temple of Wisdom. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
The wind rises.
Know your place.
Grow. Odds reveal thyself.
Sacrifice is ready.
Squall and fury.
golden slumber.
Very nice to know there's in the rank pages in all four corners.
Take it and have fun. Unnecessary.
Is this anywhere? No, it's just literally in the side. There's a Dendroculus over there though.
The wind rises.
Do I have enough at this point? No. Maybe. Maybe I do. $33. It's 2 off. Yeah, I'm not reading that. That's a lot of stuff on there.
Committed to memory by royal decree.
Following me.
Just dodging the way that's text. I think literally just go in a circle and dodge. Because there's really no point for you to dash.
Unnecessary.
Like sounds good to me.
Smooth. Oops. Not any stamina.
Squall and Fury.
Bro. Wait, what? There's an order. And clearly it's by the torches. It's 1, 2, 1. And this has like no... This has no torches, I think. Is it 0, 1, 2, 3? Ah, my guy. I'll just attempt.
Too slow.
Use this. I actually don't know if this is the exact same order I did last time or not. It might be. So maybe it's 1, 2, 3. Never mind, it is this way.
You even want this?
Like I gotta use the charge attack. Normal attack just doesn't have a
Quit
big
following
enough
me.
box.
Growl, growl, growl! Hey! Oz, reveal!
Behold! Unnecessary.
There's Duino again. Come over here. Where is it? Alright, nothing special. CHK.
Too slow.
Hold on. Come
Quit
over
following
so I
me.
don't get
The wind rises. Upon the gale.
H. Okay.
You even want this? Search forth.
Don't even see what was targeting me there. Alright, Sealy, lead the way.
You even want this? You even want.
Behold!
Is there one? There's not one. Please. That's a cavern that I've been into for sure. Alright, there's the markings I was looking for the one there. CWF. And it's mirrored.
Cry out my illustrious name. By royal decree.
I was certain there's an enigmatic page there.
Search forth! The wind rises. Quit following me.
My energy's from me there. Am I supposed to go out into the light? Oh, there it is.
Take it and have fun.
Too slow. Squall and fury.
Oops.
Everyone hold hands.
No rest for the wicked. The wind rises. Ja! Yeah! Quit following me.
I'm going in. Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Behold!
Your sacrifice is ready.
Ja!
Golden slumber.
Now that's what I call treasure.
Looks like it's about time for us to meet up with Ganyu. Let's head to Eugene Terrace.
Alright guys, that has been approximately 2 days in game time. Which is what? See, 5:05. About like an hour and a half. You do not see me, sir.
You are not welcome here.
I guess keep running like that. Ole!
Try to keep up.
It's a miracle!
Alright. To Liyue.
Weather is not bad today. Oh, crud. I jinxed it.
I'll see. Oop. Snoozing.
Greetings, traveler in Paimon. What time is it?
Are you okay, Ganyu? You were nodding off there. Didn't you sleep well last night?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Let's discuss the matter at hand. Since last time, I've been thinking a lot about the story Paimon told me. In essence, someone rescued a drowning man and performed some music. If that were all there was to it, it could have been many people, human or Adeptus. But the tune was allegedly so wonderful that the drowning man forgot about everything else, even his own impending death, and only came to his senses after being brought to shore. Perhaps there was an adeptal power at work in that music that he, as a mortal, could not perceive. Or perhaps he sensed a power surrounding him but lacked the words to describe it, not knowing where it came from. Either way, if this part of the story is true, then the rescuer has to have been an Adeptus.
You really think so? But this story is all the way from Fontaine. Isn't this a bit of a long shot? Also, Paimon's really curious about how people from Fontaine think this fairy lady looked.
Yeah, when you get that itch in your nose. Alright, Kaylin or Crane?
Ooh, like a crystal fly's wings?
Oh,
that would be
going-
pretty cool. But Paimon definitely can't imagine any of the Adepti looking like that. Actually, Ganyu, if you had to save a drowning person, how would you go about it?
Huh? Me? Well, I'd get them to the shore, and then I'd probably hide behind a tree and watch them for a while. Once I was sure that they were going to be okay, I'd slip away without a sound.
Got it. So basically, Ganyu's the type of person who doesn't like taking credit for her good deeds.
No, it's not like that. I'm just not very good at explaining things. And I also find it really awkward accepting other people's gratitude.
Well, what if this Adeptus in the story had a similar attitude? That would explain why she just left without saying a word. She was probably thinking something like, one was merely passing by and saw fit to address this egregious disruption to one's graceful zithering at once. You may keep your thanks to yourself.
That was actually a very good impression of Cloud Retainer, Paimon. As far as I'm aware, Cloud Retainer isn't the most musically gifted. Still, we can't completely rule her out just yet. If we set off now, we could head to Mount Outsung and ask her about it. You'll be able to confirm either way if it's
I've been
her,
pronouncing that
and
mountain
I
the
can...
wrong way all this time.
I've been in Lea Harbor for so long now that I'm just not as familiar with the Adepti anymore. If there's anything we want to know about them, she's the best person to ask.
Sounds great! And we're pretty close with Cloud Retainer by now, so we probably don't even need to bring her food this time, right?
I've prepared a gift for her to mark the festival, just in case. However...
You quite literally don't see the other two who Adepti in there. The other
Cloud
Crane
Retainer
deer.
spends most of her days studying mechanisms in her abode. She's on her own so much of the time that the moment she has someone to chat with, she just... Never mind. I promised I'd help Mr. Dvorak, and now that I've made the contract, I can't be having second thoughts. Traveler, Paimon, let's set off for Cloud Retainer's abode.
Seems like this is a tough decision for Ganyu, but she's made up her mind now.
Still
Paimon
fears
gets why
the
she'd be
stories.
so anxious. Okay, how about this? If Cloud Retainer tries to start telling stories about her again this year, we should pipe up and change the topic. Wait, did she leave already? Hey, Ganyu, wait up!
Mount outside. Dun, 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 dun.
Paimon's so tired from trying to keep up. Don't either of you need to take any breaks?
Alright, where's the flying joke?
I can't believe it. Cloud Retainer is not here.
Huh? Did we miss her?
She doesn't like to travel, so in the past, it's always been the other Adepti who come to visit her during the festivals. True. Now that I think about it, Cloud Retainer would be quite capable of taking care of anything on her own. There's no need to worry about her. Since she's not here, I guess the next step is to check all the other Adepti abodes, one by one.
Uh-oh. Will it involve a lot more traveling? Got it! Paimon has a great idea!
Please go on, Paimon.
Our goal here is to find the Adeptus that helped Dvorak's ancestor, right? We can't hear any music right now, but if she's really as nice as the story suggests, she'd definitely come to help anyone who was drowning, right?
Yes, I think that's fair to say.
This sounds like a bad idea already.
So, all we have to do is get the Traveler to pretend to fall into the water, and the Adeptus will come to the rescue!
Yeah, how about you do it? We'll be like the game of a game where I fish you out.
You know perfectly well that Paimon can't swim! Paimon would sink like a rock! Just trust Paimon! The water's pretty deep over there! Quick, swim to the very center!
Alright, time to disturb the fishes. Didn't quite jump this far.
Help! Help! Someone's drowning! If only there was a kind-hearted Adeptus here to save us! Oh no! Whatever will a Paimon do?
What is going on?
Zhao. And Shenhe.
How do you feel right now? Shenhe! And the Conqueror of Demons.
Why don't you say something? Please don't make Paimon explain it.
It was your idea.
Okay, fine. Paimon will explain. We're looking for an Adeptus who's good at being a lifeguard and playing music. But if the Adepti aren't gonna stay home, then how are we supposed to find them?
It wasn't me.
Yeah, so this Adeptus is most likely a woman.
And I am not an Adeptus, as you both already know, Traveler and Paimon.
Okay, so this is Paimon's fault. No way Paimon would have suggested this idea if she'd known how awkward this was gonna be.
Glad you're okay. As far as I know, the one you seek is no Yaksha. And one last thing. Your actions here caused others a great deal of worry. Do not repeat them again in the future.
As ever, the Conqueror of Demons comes and goes, just like the wind. Right. I didn't dare to say a word just now. How's your training going, Shenhe? Have you made any plans for Lantern Rite? We could spend it together in Liyue Harbor if you'd like. Oh, I had planned to spend the festival with Master this year. However... Oh, speaking of Cloud Retainer, when did you see her last? Earlier this morning. She set off for Mount Hulao at dawn. I noticed she was using an Adeptus art of some kind to protect a mechanism that looked like a boiler. Maybe it was a gift for Mountain Shaper. I did not inquire. So we just missed her. Please excuse me for a moment. I think I'll leave the gift in her abode. Sure. Thank you.
It sounds like Ganyu and Shenhe have gotten a lot closer recently.
Yes. During the summer and winter, I continued to train with Master. In the other months of the year, I have been learning to adapt to human life in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu arranged accommodations for me in the city, and also recommended several work positions for me. But when I try to blend in by referring to her as Miss Ganyu or Lady Ganyu, like the others, she says I mustn't address her like that. Sometimes I'm supposed to copy other people. Sometimes I'm not. It's a little difficult to keep track of everything. Oh, is that what it is? Noted. So, you came looking for Master today because you wanted to ask her about the Mystery Adeptus. Is that right?
Yep. Oh, speaking of that, have you ever heard any music while out training in the mountains?
Music? What is that?
It's... a kind of a happy or relaxing sound. Or, a nerve-wracking sound. Or even a terrifying one.
Okay, I'm done. I also left her a note so that she knows where to find us. We won't miss her again.
Yay! That's really helpful. Thanks!
We were just talking about this thing called music, and based on Paimon's description, I do believe I hear it every day. Please follow me.
Oh, really? Great, let's go!
Every day. Mountains? Cultivation. The term used in almost every... Okay, that's a lie. It's like any Chinese web novel usually has cultivation in some sort of sense. If it's like... I believe the term is wuxia? I could be wrong.
This is the place. I enjoy training here to the sound of music.
Trying to listen for it, eh? Condolences.
Oh, whew. Paimon hasn't gone deaf after all. Paimon heard you when you just spoke. Anyway, where is this music?
The faint sound of birdsong, the quiet murmur of the streams. These are relaxing sounds.
You know.
Are they not
most
the music of which you
famous
speak?
Smash music. Environmental
wasn't
noises.
quite done with the description. Okay, fine. It's all Paimon's fault. What we're looking for are not the sounds of nature, but melodies played on special instruments.
Oh. And a melody is?
You know what? You haven't heard Ganyu sing.
Huh?
Hey, why don't you just sing that one melody Shen has heard before? It'll probably help her to understand what we're talking about.
Alright, this old reference. Did Zack Aguilar actually voice this out?
Was that from the opera that Yoonjin sang?
Mm-hmm. That was a melody, and melodies can be called music.
It felt like I was transported back to the past. In my mind's eye, I could see the Zhao lanterns lighting up the night sky again. We're all there, raising our glasses and drinking to our heart's content on the Jade Chamber. As I watched Yoonjin's performance, I felt a warm sensation in my heart. And as the drink reached my stomach, it went from warm to hot. When you hummed that melody just now, feelings from a whole year ago came right back to me, as strong as they were on that day. So that's the power of music.
Wow, Shenhe. That was so deep! Music definitely has the power to bring up memories. It's like a time capsule with all the special moments from our lives squished inside. What about you, Ganyu? Are there any melodies that have left a deep impression on you?
I don't remember if my parents ever sang any lullabies to me. I know some local folk songs, and a few other things come to mind too. The songs of the sailors down at the docks, the little ditties that the vendors call out in front of their beloved shops, the tunes of folk artists performing on the streets. Yes, that's right. In the past, whenever I heard the sound of those tunes, I always felt that they were worlds apart from me. Nenny and Liyue probably view me as a non-human. And they are right, in the sense that I never could connect with humans' artistic expression and their sentiments. So I haven't been able to integrate into their community and be a part of their lives. At least, that's the view I held in the past. Only more recently did I start to realize that the only barriers are ones that I have erected with my imagination. The way those melodies make me feel isn't all that different from other people after all. They're about mundane details of everyday existence. Life's ups and downs, joys and sorrows. Even though we come from different backgrounds and have different stories to tell, when it comes down to the most common things that we see and experience around us each day in the city, in that sense, we're all the same.
You go, Ganyu! You're really making progress. You have loads of friends in Liyue Harbor when you think about it. Like, okay, maybe some are more like coworkers and bosses, but at the very least, Keqing and Shenhe are your friends now, right?
Yes, I am. Technically speaking, we should refer to each other by the conventional forms of address used among fellow disciples. But now that I know what constitutes a friendship, I do believe we are more friends than co-disciples.
Thank you, everyone.
Once the days are warmer, I would like to host you at my home in the city. Please invite Keqing as well. I've planted many types of flowers. I'm sure some of them will be to your taste.
Hey.
You are too kind.
And then
I
Keqing
couldn't
will stop
possibly.
eat those flowers.
Nonsense. You are my friend. I have cultivated and cared for the flowers just as you taught me. Once you've seen them for yourself, I am sure you can advise me how to do an even better job next time. I will save some for decoration. We can feast on the rest.
Then, thank you in advance. Wait, what is that saying again? If you insist?
Do people say that? I'm not completely sure either.
It doesn't matter, okay? You got the point across. No need to split hairs. Paimon's more concerned about your idea of a girls' night out. Eating flowers? Really? Does this have anything to do with you both being the disciples of that illuminated bird?
Yes.
Who dares refer to one not by one's Adeptus title, but merely as that illuminated bird?
Master.
Our greetings, Cloud Retainer.
Ah! There it is! The illuminated bird has landed!
Double humph. Now she has the gall to use it rather than she, even after being chastised once already? Barely a moment has passed since we last met, and yet your impertinence has reached new heights. Very well. If you refuse to learn your lesson, one shall scold you no further. One has received your message from Ganyu. On the matter of the Adeptus you seek, one suspects to know their identity. Well, shall one lead the way?
Certainly.
I still have to complete my training for today, so I will bid farewell to everyone here.
Very well. Await my arrival at one's abode later this night. On this special occasion, you should indulge yourself with some savory dishes.
Happy Lantern.
If you want to release a Shao Lantern, come and find us anytime.
Thank you, everyone. Happy Lantern Rite to you too.
Wait. Oh, it's over here.
Is this Guili Plains? Cloud Retainer, why did you bring us here?
Ganyu is of course familiar with the name Guizhong, but have you ever heard of her?
I heard of the Guizhong Ballista.
Guizhong is another name of Hagentus, the god of dust. She was extroverted in nature and adored social gatherings and inventions alike. Long ago, this region was yet a prosperous assembly. Guizhong often invited her friends to visit her home, reserving for us seats around the largest stone table. Seagazer would always bring out his latest treasure and place it upon the table. He could be quite the braggart. Though usually a mild-mannered fellow, when it came to those collectibles he was so fond of, he always loved to show them off.
Paimon remembers that name. So So that's what Sea Gazer was like.
He was an old friend and a former rival. One has many memories of him. Once he had brought out the treasure, it would predictably become the center of attention. Neither Guizhong nor One was content to let him just steal the spotlight. So we would then also present our proudest mechanical creations. As Adepti, we were each gifted in our own ways, and naturally proud of our accomplishments in our respective fields of expertise. As a result, One often quarreled with Sea Gazer. His treasures were not even of his own making. He just used his exploration skills to dig them out of the ground. How, pray tell, could he compare to me, when every single one of One's accomplishments were crafted by one's own hand?
Cloud Retainer, you are getting competitive again.
One digresses. Regardless, every time an argument occurred, Guizhong would come over to watch us during our mutual lambastics. On some occasions, she would join in, and on others, she'd take one of us by the limb and start uttering the most ridiculous nonsense.
What kind of nonsense?
No kind of nonsense were we spared. Sometimes she would brazenly opine, why argue between yourselves when neither of you could ever hope to beat me? Other times, she would make unsolicited suggestions, such as, once you two are done arguing, let's go to the foot of the mountain and grill some meat. She always sought to make everyone happy, and one must say, she had quite the gift for it. No matter what nonsense she said, One never felt bothered or offended. It also helped that she never referred to One as that illuminated bird or lady bird.
Right, coming with a vengeance.
Come on, get over yourself!
Anyway, just as our impassioned arguments would reach the apex of acrimony, Marchosius would bring his delectable dishes to the table. Who would dare snub the stove god and his wondrous creations? At the sight of him, we would all immediately drop the argument and prepare the table for a night of feasting and drinking. Back then, One was always bothered by how the cups Rex Lapis brought were always too square for one's taste. Can you see yourselves ever enjoying a drink from a square cup?
Too square. What does that mean? Don't see the problem.
Then you are most tolerant, but that is its own virtue. Even One could never find fault with Marchosius's cooking. As we ate, Guizhong would continue to find topics for conversation, filling the table with humor and laughter. Each of those old fossils had their character flaws and points of obstinacy. So why was it that whenever we dined together, we always had a marvelous time? We would drink together from a spot high in the mountains until the moon set and the sun rose, and only then would the banquet finally come to an end. Streetwood Rambler would often remain to admire the flowers with Guizhong before returning to her own abode. The glaze lilies were far more abundant back then. Entire fields of them would appear to the eye as a veritable sea of flowers.
Streetward Rambler?
That would be Ping. You probably know her as Madam Ping.
Oh, okay. Wait, this is a lovely story and everything, but didn't we come here to find that Adeptus from Mr. Dvorak's story? Or are you saying that it was Guizhong? Didn't she, already...
Alas, long has one avoided this place for precisely that reason. The sights here are a reminder of a time long gone, and evoke much sorrow. One should have guessed that you would disrupt one's poignant moment of mourning with your incessant questioning. No matter, one will share the whole story with you now. In times gone by, one quarreled oft with Guizhong concerning mechanical principles. We each had our ideals, and neither would yield. Under the pretext of a social gathering, one invited the impartial Rex Lapis to judge the quality of our creations. But Rex Lapis declared that Guizhong's Obscuro Vulpus mechanism was superior. Though one was too proud to acknowledge it, in one's heart, one knew that Guizhong was indeed the superior talent in the mechanical arts. As for the story between Guizhong and Streetward Rambler, that begins with a certain bell. In Guizhong's opinion, while mechanisms were no substitute for human composers, they were yet capable of producing simple but fine melodies. But Streetward Rambler believed music to be an expression of the soul, an emotional enterprise that could never hope to be replicated by machinery. They argued endlessly, until one asked Rex Lapis to intercede. He confiscated the bell and designated it for ceremonial use. Thereafter, one would often find them convening in the mountains, discussing music, mechanics, and all the affairs of the mortal world. But these good times were not to last. War broke out between the gods, and soon engulfed the Guili Plains. Guizhong was overpowered by the enemy, and fell in battle. When Streetward Rambler and I arrived at the scene at long last, all that remained among the ruins was her lifeless body. After this, at Streetward Rambler's request, Rex Lapis granted her the cleansing bell for safekeeping. To honor our friend's memory, one made a few finishing touches to her ballistic device. Many lantern rites have passed since then. Many greetings and goodbyes. Upon what do you gaze? The Guili Plains?
No. It's everything. We think of human life as like a lantern that's lit one minute and extinguished the next. But are we Adepti so different? Perhaps as dust settles after a storm, we too must one day return to the world below.
One has always been austere and private by nature, and has never relished socializing. One's dealings with Guizhong were born out of discussions on the discipline of mechanics.
What? You have loads of friends, and you seem pretty chatty.
Just because one is not ignorant of social graces does not mean one is fond of them. One is perfectly capable of partaking in conversation despite being introverted. But in the end, one is nothing like Streetward Rambler. She is dauntless but thoughtful, not to mention eloquent and wise. Moreover, her friendship with Guizhong was far greater than one's own. Back when they were rivals, they would often compete against one another in the realm of musical composition. That cleansing bell was one of Guizhong's proudest works, having the ability to both compose and perform.
Wait! That's weird. Didn't Madame Ping say she pestered an old friend for that bell? And she also said something about being a vain beauty when she was young or something.
Streetward Rambler, a vain beauty. My foot. That bell has a sad history. Clearly, she refrained from sharing with you the truth of its origins. since the right time had not yet come. As for her old friend, who else could it be? As soon as Streetward Rambler heard that a certain Zhang Li wished to borrow the bell, she realized that the man was none other than Rex Lapis, and that he had made an enormous decision. After all, we all have known each other for several millennia. Some things between us are implicitly understood.
Whoa! So they were talking in secret code? Oh, Paimon did not see that one coming.
Enough of your intrusions.
And
Where
these
was one up
references
to?
so long ago.
Yes. One remembers now. The cleansing bell is powered by a mechanical art, and can be used to great effect as an accompanying instrument. After the passing of its creator, it was used on numerous occasions during rites of parting. But Streetward Rambler did not acquire it from Rex Lapis for the purpose of producing further funerary tunes. No. Each time she rang it, it was to play the tune that Guizhong composed on it. The two once clashed over their beliefs about the meaning of music. Who would have thought that with Guizhong's passing and Streetward Rambler's mourning, two tunes composed in discord would eventually become one harmonious composition? Once upon a time, Streetward Rambler also loved gatherings, liquor, and music. But after Guizhong passed, she preferred her own company. She could often be found sitting alone at a mountain summit, contemplating and reminiscing with her zither. The music would go from mournful to soothing to impassioned. Many years passed before she finally composed a melody to her satisfaction. In celebration, she played the tune to the clouds. Regrettably, one has only ever heard her play that tune once. Which brings one back to the matter you've been investigating. Perhaps it was during that performance that the ancestor of your Fontaine friend fell into the water and was saved by Streetward Rambler.
So Spain.
But if she was so happy with the melody, why would she only play it once?
One was also greatly perplexed by this. After suppressing one's curiosity for a long while, one finally approached her and asked why she would retire the tune after having spent so long on it. In response, she said, "Though the strings that played that melody survive, the one who inspired it is gone. Tell me, Cloud Retainer, when the one attuned to my soul is no longer here, who else could hope to understand this tune?"
Aww, poor Madame Ping.
I just remember being taken care of by you when I was young. Once the Archon War came to an end, I stayed behind in Liyue Harbor to honor my contract. Although I met Guizhong a few times, I never knew anything of this particular story.
Guizhong was quite the visionary, but tragically passed before her time. Her manuscripts still lie unfinished in the realm of clouds. Blank pages give one cause for contemplation on what might have been. Had you not decided to search for that mystery Adeptus, perhaps these stories, too, would have been lost to the sands of time. As of now, you know the truth. That the Adeptus who rescued the drowning man was none other than Streetward Rambler. Do you intend to discuss this with her?
Do you mean Ping might find the topic too distressing?
Precisely. The passing of our old friend is a heavy topic that both of us are usually careful to avoid.
If I may be so bold, Cloud Retainer, Could it be that this is just your own personal opinion?
Oh? How so?
I've been in Leo Harbor for quite a long time now, and I've witnessed many farewells along the way, so I too am well acquainted with the pain of the passing of a loved one. But this doesn't bring the city or its people to a standstill. They have to keep moving forward. Someone as perceptive and wise as Ping will surely have come to understand and embrace this. Though these immortal mountains have lost an Adeptus, the harbor of mortals has gained a wise elder. No loss can ever be undone, but there is always much that can still be gained. Ping has helped countless people, and will guide many others in the years to come. And all to whom she extends a helping hand become her friends. People she can admire flowers and discuss music with. Though it is heartbreaking to lose a kindred spirit, life goes on, because there are new friends waiting for you further down the road.
We even asked Madame Ping what she thought about adding a music festival to this year's Lantern Rite. Oh, when we get back, why don't we just ask her if she'd like to perform? Maybe...
Oops.
You youngsters and your imaginations.
Why don't you come with us? It's been a long time since you last spoke with Ping, and Liyue Harbor is always decorated so beautifully during the festival period.
Is not every Lantern Rite the same in this regard? Were there ever anything new to discuss? One in Ping could meet any day of the year.
I disagree. Each new day and each new year is different from those that have come before. How long will you simply let them pass you by?
The edibles she brought this time were indeed quite delectable. Very well. Then one will be off. If the other old fossils have sneaked away into the city to amuse themselves, one shall soon find out.
All right. We should be getting back to the harbor as well. We don't want to keep her waiting. Once the Guili Assembly, now the Guili Plains. Say, if we planted flowers there, and cared for them carefully enough, do you think that one day we'd be able to recreate the Sea of Glaze Lilies?
Allow one to take back one's praise from a moment prior. You are still far too given to flights of fancy, child.
What? Cloud Retainer? You were still listening?
One observed that you were making no effort to leave, and returned to chasten and hasten you. This time, one is departing in earnest.
Surprise. Alright, I'll be right back. I need to do something for a short bit.
The scribe's work is simple, which is exactly why I took the position.
Alright, I'm back. Yeah, I'll say that. That was a rather long cutscene, not gonna lie. But hey, always appreciate when they show the art style cutscene. You know, gotta see young man Ping, human form Cloud Retainer, and Guizhou. But once again, you do not see the other two Adepti that you see for the first time you enter Jueyun Karst. Who knows, maybe they did sneak in here somewhere.
Whoa! Madam Ping? And Cloud Retainer?
It appears you made haste after all. One arrived but moments before you.
Oh, bless my soul. To what do I owe the honor? How nice of you all to come and visit me.
Miss Illuminated Bird, haven't you said anything yet?
Said what, precisely? And why should one be tasked with saying it?
'Cause you're the one who's known Madam Ping the longest.
Street word. Or rather, presumably, you would prefer to be addressed as Ping?
Oh, Cloud Retainer, you are uncommonly polite today.
Given that Lantern Rite is almost upon us, the weather in the city is most pleasant, and a sweet floral fragrance lingers in the air. Ganyu, please continue from here.
Huh?
Pass the baton.
Alright. So, this all started because we were trying to help Mr. Dvorak find the Adeptus who saved his ancestor's life. Cloud Retainer informed us that the one who played that melody and rescued the drowning man was none other than yourself.
Ah, let me think. Yes, I do believe I recall that encounter. What a long time ago that was. I'm surprised that you still remember it. Even more astonishing, perhaps, is the fact that this story has survived this long at all, when mortal lives are so very brief. It appears that she has proven herself right once again.
Who's she?
Miss Guizhong.
We like to call her Guizhong. From the look in Cloud Retainer's eyes, I sense that she has already told you all about her.
Albeit reluctantly, one might add.
Oh, there is no harm done. After all, Lantern Rite's very purpose is to commemorate the heroes who gave their lives for Liyue. Although Guizhong did not live to see the splendid sights of today, she was as much a hero as any other.
So how has she proven herself right again exactly?
Once upon a time, she said to me that humans were a weak form of life that she wished to protect with her wisdom. But as she interacted more and more with them, her opinions on them began to change. She marveled at the beautiful complexity of their spirits, the sheer splendor of all they could accomplish through their hard work and intelligence. She told us that to underestimate human potential would be to make a grave mistake. With the smallest amount of guidance, enormous power can be unleashed in them, and a human who has reached their full potential may well be her equal. Someone who could have as much to teach an Adeptus as to learn from them.
She always had a way with words. That her mechanical accomplishments were judged superior to one's own was, one suspects, in large part due to her sheer eloquence.
Speaking of mechanics, Cloud Retainer, do you still remember that potted plant mechanism? The one that the two of you gave me as a gift?
Of course. Guizhong and one both put an immense amount of effort into that gift. It would be no overstatement to call it a testament to each of our individual technical genius.
As Guizhong once said, it takes every blade of grass and every flower to make a homeland. When I see the sight of Liyue Harbor before us today, I am reminded of this.
Madam Ping looks very emotional right now.
Of all of us, it was Guizhong who was the fondest of these grand and exciting occasions. If she were still with us, I'm quite sure she would still be trying to best Cloud Retainer's finest works at every opportunity.
Liyue Harbor is always filled with the sound of music at this time of the year. If she were here, one is certain that she would seek you out to discuss and debate the virtues of various melodies.
Oh yeah, music! We've been dying to ask. What was the melody that you played back then? Oh, also, with you being such a music expert and all, why don't you join the concert as a performer?
I can make arrangements right away.
Oh. As much as I don't wish to dampen your enthusiasm, it's been a long time since I played this zither. My fingers don't have the dexterity they once did, and whenever I play that tune, it always reminds me of her. I start wondering what she would think of the changes I have made to her melody. There was a period of time whenever I started strumming, it almost felt like she was back again. Sitting right there on the stone stool next to me, chatting away. Skybracer and Seagazer too, looking just like they did in the old days. No matter how much time goes by, the moment that melody starts playing, it transports me right back to that time in my memory.
So the past still weighs heavily on your heart?
Well, I would be lying to myself if I claimed to have completely moved on. But that is not to say that grief doesn't get easier with time. Despite the sadness, I have found many things that bring me joy in life. It is simply the nature of the world in which we live that even if one wished to mourn for an eternity, it would be a nigh impossible feat. Just look at this potted plant. Isn't it stunning?
It takes an honest and open mind to confront and conquer grief. You have indeed made progress.
Be that as it may, I shall leave the lantern rite stage to the youth of today.
Well, if you're sure.
Granny! Whoa, what's everyone doing here? Did something bad happen?
And now we've spooked Yanfei. No, everyone's just here to give me their regards for the holiday.
Oh, that's wonderful, I'm glad. Well, in that case, happy Lantern Rite, everyone.
Happy Lantern Rite. Oh, I just remembered that I have some, work to do at Yuehai Pavilion that I need to discuss with Yanfei. I haven't been able to find a chance until now. I will leave Mr. Dvorak in your capable hands. Cloud Retainer, Ping, we will be off for now.
Huh? Does it have to be right now? Which case is this again? Hey, Ganyu!
It seems Ganyu still has much to learn when it comes to the art of deception.
What a pity. She has learned nothing of one's ability to carry a conversation.
Since it's been so long, Cloud Retainer, why don't you stay? I'll make a cup of tea and we can chat a while.
Gladly. This was one's intention as well.
When you next see the Fontaine musician, please give him my regards. I'd like to wish him the very best with the concert.
You got it, Madam Ping.
Thank you all. I think you've listened to enough of my nattering for one day. As for that melody, I will play it for you all another time. Goodness knows I need to practice it first.
Wow, that'd be great! We'll look forward to it.
When that time comes, wherever her spirit may be among the countless grains of sand and specks of dust between the harbor and the mountains, perhaps she will look at the Liyue of today and steal a smile when she sees the prosperous land that it has become.
Alright, let's go tell Mr. Dvorak the news.
Ping, what say you to convening more often in the future?
That would be quite wonderful. But I must say, after all this time, I've grown quite accustomed to the harbor. When we are to meet, I shall have to trouble you to make the journey to the city.
You sound just like Shenhe. The child is constantly telling one all sorts of stories from the city, as if one was partial to them.
Have you ever considered moving to the city, Cloud Retainer? There are plenty of people here to talk to. I think you would find it quite the antidote to the monotony of solitude. And if you looked around, I suspect you would find some young minds with an interest in the mechanical arts. Some of them even worth training.
We shall see.
Is he down there? He is indeed down there. Miss Kuchi. Hello again, Mr. Marco Meatball.
Mr. Dvorak! Ah, and Kuching's here too! Thanks for helping set all of this up.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
Really, really well. We found the person Mr. Dvorak was looking for.
Are you serious? I see. So the melody my ancestor heard was an Adeptus remembering her late friend? That certainly explains why it was such a powerful and poignant tune.
Huh. That's a really interesting first reaction. Guess that comes with having a musical mind.
I have to say, though, it's hard to believe that the fairy from the tale is now an elderly granny.
Oh, Paimon knows exactly what you mean. Normally, Adepti don't age at all. But Streetward Rambler, or Madame Ping as we know her, probably only became old because it's what she wanted for herself.
Madame Ping possesses vast knowledge and great wisdom. Whatever physical form she may decide to take, her mind and wits are as sharp as they come.
Yep, Kuching summed it up perfectly. That's exactly what Paimon was trying to say.
I think... yes. I must thank her in person. That can wait until after the concert, though. For now, I need to devote all my emotional energy to the performance.
Ah, speaking of, Madame Ping wishes you all the best with the music festival. Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that she'll stay in her usual spot, but listen to the performances from afar.
Wait, are you serious? Oh no, now I'm starting to get nervous.
Relax.
Okay, alright. Nope, another rehearsal is in order. Please excuse me, everyone.
Hey,
Mr. Dvorak? He's already gone. Paimon wasn't even finished telling him everything. Before we set off on our search with Ganyu, he asked us about what music means to people. After our recent adventure, Paimon thinks we have a lot more to say about that now.
Please, share your insights with me.
Well, we found out that music can be used for good, but also for bad. it can make people happy and moved, but it can also be sad and bittersweet. And music is like a kind of memory written in people's hearts. It can put you in touch with feelings from a totally different time and place.
Yep.
It sounds like you had an eventful trip. Don't worry, I'm sure Ganyu will fill me in on all the details shortly.
Wait, does that mean you're gonna carry on working?
Mm-hmm. Just a few things to wrap up. All the groundwork is done. As long as everyone enjoys the festival activities, all our efforts are worthwhile. Happy Lantern Rite to you as well.
Whew. That should be everything taken care of, right? Oh, no, wait. Paimon feels like she's forgetting something. What was it? Oh,
I guess
it
I'm
feels like it was a
forgetting
while
something as well.
ago. Shoot! Latent... Wait,
Yeah.
no. Anyway, fancy bamboo shoots!
Yes. Zhongli.
Zhongli said he wasn't in a hurry, so if we went now, there's probably still time, right? Anyway, even if we don't make it, it's not our fault. He could have totally picked them by himself. Ugh. Anyway, let's go check with him at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Honestly, I actually did forget about that. And I just did this yesterday.
Da 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 da. Da da da. Oh.
All right, let's take a break here.
Oh wow, look who it is! Are you here to hang out with everyone's favorite funeral director?
So you're just casually practicing your rapping skills at the entrance to your funeral parlor? In broad daylight? Okay.
Hey, free advertisement.
After everything we've been through, you don't see me for a hot minute, and you're back to being scared of your own shadow. We have all this open space, a clear view of the mountains behind and the sea in front. Not to mention we have several invisible audience members
yes,
enthusiastically cheering us on. It's the perfect spot to rehearse.
Invisible audience members?
Gotta say, it took me a few days to get used to Director Who's way of talking.
Xinyan was pretty spooked too when she first got here. Just like when she sees a frog, but a giant frog with sharp teeth.
Come on, knock it off.
What's wrong? I've never seen someone look so confused before. Well, don't worry, because Director Who's here to explain it all. There once was a Fontaine musician who went around town on a mission. He came door to door for his iridescence tour, looking for acts to audition. With my words, Xinyan's chords, and Yunjin as our mentor, we'll take the stage by storm with flames roaring and the whole audience calling for more. For sure! The whole dance floor will be yelling encore! Encore! Oh, now Paimon's rhyming along. But when you say flames roaring,
Don't worry, it's
are you
pyrotechnics,
sure this
Smile.
will be safe?
No, don't you worry about that. I'm pretty experienced on the stage, and I've already informed the Yuhong of all the pyrotechnics we're planning on using.
Huh. Guess we'll just have to trust Xinyan on this one.
Oh, Zhongli. He took one of those fancy meal boxes and set off for the mountains. Said he wanted to pay a visit to some old friends.
It's a real pity that he couldn't be around for this. As well as being a true connoisseur of traditional art forms, he's able to appreciate Xinyan's performances too.
Yeah, that's right. Matter of fact, he was the one who first invited me to perform here. To tell the truth, though, I never thought I'd really find myself rehearsing here one day.
Well, now you know. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is a great location. All of you are always welcome to come and hang out here, especially if you're in the mood to try something new.
I can speak to that. Hu Tao is always full of fun surprises.
And jump scares.
Actually, Xinyan, I have some lyric ideas for your part. Do you want to go through them together?
Oh, sure thing. I'm all ears.
Oh, Traveler in Paimon, I believe Zhongli was heading to Mount Hulao, so make sure you're hiking up the right hill. When you see Zhongli, please pass on this message to him. It's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses. You should join us too. It'll be a riot. If there's one thing I've learned from being a funeral director, it's how to throw a party.
Okay, everyone. I think that's a long enough break. Let's take it from the top, shall we?
Ms. Eunice, such a strict mentor. These breaks aren't even long enough to have a sip of tea.
Well, you were desperate to get involved, and this is what it takes. If I gave you half the chance, you'd be sipping tea till nightfall.
Hey, how about I treat us all to some late night snacks once we're done? Hu Tao, what you craving?
How about some stir-fried filet with a side of crab roe tofu?
Where are we gonna find crab roe tofu so late at night?
We could always just go pester Masterful Chef Zhongling. Now I'm hungry. All right, let's knock this out and then go grab some food.
Back to Gion Cost. Is this? This is the other crane one, right? The male crane. Well, they're both here anyway, so.
Paimon sees them! It's Illuminated Deer! And Illuminated Bird number 2!
A familiar face. Have you come from Liyue Harbor? How is the city nowadays?
Everything's great! But you know, if you're so curious, you can always go and check it out for yourself!
In fact, Mooncarver has been taking many walks on Mount Tianheng in recent times. I believe the sights of the city are quite familiar to him.
Zhongli! Here you are! We've brought the bamboo shoots you wanted.
Impeccable timing. Traditionally, bamboo shoot soup ought to be slow-cooked for many hours on low heat. Using Adeptus arts to hasten the process is something of a shortcut.
Wait, that mechanism... is that...
Indeed. Cloud Retainer kindly lent me her supreme cuisine machine.
Can we not just call it a cooking machine? Actually, never mind. She seems to take a lot of pride in her mechanical gizmos, so it's probably best if Paimon doesn't go changing the name willy-nilly.
I trust that you found the answers you were seeking during your recent journey? Excellent. The past should be remembered, but not overly dwelt upon. Our journey should be seen as a means to take on more from the world around us. When the bamboo shoot soup is ready, I must insist that you try some for yourself.
Oh, Zhongli! Hu Tao told us to tell you something. She said, it's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses! When she says performance, she must mean the Lantern Rite Music Festival. As for the banquet, she didn't tell us anything more about that, but she invited us to come as well.
As you can see, I have a prior engagement with 2 Adepti friends of mine tonight. Please, give Director Hu my best wishes for the performance. As for the banquet, since the Director insists, far be it from a mere consultant like myself to refuse.
Yay!
Absolutely.
Rex Lapis, the bamboo shoot soup is ready.
Thank you. I will examine it right away. The appearance is exquisite, and the aroma rich and intense. The craftsmanship of this machine is commendable indeed. Since you came all this way, you should not leave empty-handed. Please, take some soup. It tastes most exquisite while still warm.
Oh, we actually do get it. But it's a quest item, though.
I intend to reminisce with my old friends for a while longer. You ought to get back to Liyue Harbor. There is a performance you do not want to miss.
Had one known that Cloud Retainer was in possession of such eminently useful devices, one would have sought to borrow one from her long ago.
And yet, since you share my lack of enthusiasm for mechanisms and fine dining, it would have become a mere decorative ornament in your abode.
Not so. Had one had such a device to make up for one's lack of culinary prowess, Shenhe would not have had to rely on flowers and herbs alone for sustenance while under one's care.
In that case, shall we rendezvous with Cloud Retainer one day soon, and request to borrow one more Supreme Cuisine machine?
A fine idea. A fine idea indeed.
Up. CJ? Hit my elbow.
I'm honored to be here on the Iridescence Tour stage. All right, without further ado, I'm Xinyan, this is Hetao, and this is a little something called...
The Flame Lilies!
I'm up here blazing trails through the midnight sky, lighting up the world below. And when the crowds all hear my voice, they'll meet the spirit of rock and roll.
Let's go! Hey, you butterfly, you two buzzing by, guiding your way to the afterlife, opening the path without a fright. Oh, I'll light the fire, watch it blaze across the universe. I'll spit my rhymes, watch you step, or you'll get burned. Hey, woo!
Does anyone have any plans tomorrow? With another year behind us, I think we deserve a celebration of our own. My treat. Interested?
The Tianquan footing the bill? I can't miss out on that.
Master, listen!
May the year ahead be a blessed one.
I believe it shall be.
Master, the Xiao Lanterns,
Elementary. One shall fashion for you a Shao lantern, the likes of which the world has never seen. And you must take it to Liyue Harbor to display its magnificence for all.
Listen! That must be Madame Ping!
And like that, it's complete. I'll say a bit more ceremonial in sounding than like, but I always do like it when you play the Fleeting Shine theme.
Okay, now I need to get a move on and write my next song.
Listen to you. You only just fulfilled one lifetime dream. Are you really thinking about your next goal already?
Don't try to tell me you ain't the same way. I bet you've already thought up a name for your next opera, haven't you?
You know me too well, Xinyan. The Adeptus Seeking Voyage. How does that sound?
Oh, man! Yeah, I can already picture it.
I've also got just the finishing line for it. I'll close with, "And the celestial melody echoed through the clouds forevermore."
Oh, they are here. I know. Just the one. I think probably a certain time they both show here, the Fatui couple. Out. For minutes, but yeah, I think now's a good time to call it there. So, thank you, any potential lurkers out there. Thank you, any potential VOD watchers out there. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. And with that, I will see you guys later. Have a great rest of your day, guys.